handed out a couple pieces of paper. One is the mindset of a tractor. The other one is kind of how to build rapport 101. All right, so April, we had someone guessed the MPS in April.
87.
Okay, 92. All right, what about June?
That was 87.
98.
That's 87.
80.
80.
All right, what about last month?
87.
87.
86. What are we at this month?
90.
We're pretty low, it looks like.
80. So that's 3 months in a row where we're averaging like 82. And I mean, this is one of those things that we have a bad stretch of this, and this can ruin our chances of being franchise of the year. I mean, there's a lot at stake right here. So kind of the art of customer service breaks down pretty much to building rapport and establishing value. The number one way to get a promoter, it starts with building rapport. When you walk in, you want to ideally talk to the customer for 5 or 10 minutes before you even mention anything about what we're here for. If you can come in, sit there and pet their dog and talk to them and say, oh, I love you, what a nice neighborhood, I love your home. Just sit there and bullshit with them. I mean, it's not hard. You're just sitting there talking with a customer. We do it. That's what we do all day. But don't just jump straight into the price. That's the worst thing you can do. I've seen it happen so many times, and then it's going to be 50-50 with negotiations after that point.
Great.
A second thing is thoroughly actually letting the customer know what we do. People are quick to say, hey, you're going to be at 2/3 of load. This is the price. They say okay, and then it's like, okay, well, they said okay, but boom, we're done. The whole time I'm carrying items out, I'm telling hey, I know where this is going. This is going to Planet 8. I already know that. I'm gonna put this straight in their pile as soon as we get back. Just talking with them the whole time and making sure that they know. By the time you leave, we want them to know kind of the ins and outs of the company.
So what I hear you saying, Jake, is that you're continuing to build rapport throughout the entire job.
Absolutely.
That's helping to accentuate the fact that we're giving them a premium service.
Yep.
We don't just give them the price and just start loading stuff up. We're continuing to communicate with them, and that probably helps you get upsells as well, right?
Oh yeah. When you're sitting there talking with the customer the whole time versus, hey, just go, I'll knock on the door when we're done. And talk to them. Number 3 is wow factor. So the wow factor is going to be at the, it doesn't have to be at the end of the job. It doesn't have to be any time or any specific time during the job. But you need to wow the customers in some way, form, or fashion.
Examples on how you do that. What are some wow moves?
One thing I always ask when I move anything is, okay, we got that old, washing machine out. Do you have a new one that you'd like me to put in place for it? Or, hey, now that I emptied out all this space, do you have anything that you need to put in there? Or, anything that you brought up from downstairs? Ask questions like that. That means a lot to the customers. That really makes them, that shows that you care. They know that you're here just to take the washer away. But when you ask, hey, I get paid by the hour. Do you want me to, bring up the old one from the basement or the new one from the basement or whatever the case is? But you can do that. Cleaning, sweeping up, doing a great job. The super sweep, that's one way. But ideally, we'd like to do more than just sweep out the garage. At least ask and offer to do something a little bit extra. Always ask, can I move something in the space that we just cleared? And then on top, the super sweep's automatic, so you're automatically going to do that. But always ask if there's anything else you can do. When you leave the house, you want to be, hey, do you want me to get you something out of the cupboard up high that you can't reach? I mean, anything like that. So, and that's another way to get more stuff on the truck too. Just by sitting there talking to them, hey, you got anything in the basement? They might say, oh yeah, you go get the washer, and then you downstairs looking at their basement. So it gives you an opportunity to maybe even get more junk. Like I said yesterday, was when I'm training new guys and they kind of go straight up to them and go right into the price, it's 50-50 with negotiations. Half the time the customer's just not sure. You haven't made them sure of exactly what they're getting, what they're spending their money on, what they're paying for. You got to do something to wow these customers and make them remember your name. Just don't be the guy who goes in and takes a couch and then writes a receipt up. I mean, that's not what we do. Like I said, ideally 5 to 10 minutes. You'd like to be talking to the customer before you even mention anything about our services. That's just getting to know them, figuring out what they're doing, what has them out here, are they moving, whatever the case is. But talk to your customers, get to know them on like a personal level, and I mean, you'll get better NPS and you will raise your AJS by doing that. So
If you don't rush through your jobs, you get a better NPS.